know they'll come right up to you and eat it right out of your hand.
But me and Alex are the only two people she hasn't put on the ground yet.
Before we get out.
You're gonna do that. You gotta do that.
That is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I need to bring some wine.
Not if you can ride. Most people can't ride.
Yes, I am. We're gonna have the train all the way around. We're gonna see all the bison and all the babies.
And the camels.
Babies.
Oh yeah, they got brownies this time of year.
There's the a few of the camels.
That's just
She's
weird.
getting excited.
Isn't that strange?
I have 13 for the train.
I'm sorry, say again?
I have 13 for the train.
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Your guide today. I've been here 28 and a half years on and off. I have the best stories. I just don't have enough time to tell them all, but we're still going to have a good time, okay?
Yeah.
Are we ready to go feed some bison?
Yes.
See some babies?
Yes.
We're having baby fever out here and we're going to see them all.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Here we go. You're right over here. This is some of our dude horses. We have 75 horses on the property. We can saddle up to 30 a day in the summertime. We have 2 strings that we flip-flop back and forth. Right here in this little pen, if you can look up here, you can see our little Maggie Moo laying down. She's a 5-day-old calf that we're bottle feeding. Isn't she something? I love the barn. Of course, all of our peacocks are running around causing a ruckus right now, sitting on my pickup, all kinds of things. This carriage barn right here, we converted into a camel barn. Over here to your left is our chicken bus. We put all the chickens up in there every night so the coyotes don't get them. We had to find a way to be creative to keep them in there. See? All the way to the left where that young man in the cowboy hat is with them 2 mares are our 2 babies. We have 2 colts, stud colts over there. He's walking them around, leading them around right now. They're 7 and 6 days old. That pin over there to the left, we've got some alpacas. Closer to us, we've got 2 little mini stud ponies and a little mini donkey. Right here, soaking up the sun to your left is a llama. And then over here to your right, we got some chickens on steroids. We got some ostriches. Males, the black ones are your males. Their eggs can weigh up to 3 to 5 pounds and they're equivalent to 22 chicken eggs. Wow. Right here in this little pen, that Jenny right there is miserable pregnant. She's going to have a baby any day now. We just can't wait. These ponies on the right are also part of our dude string. On the left over here in the middle is all of our goaty goats. We have 4 little babies that have been born just in the last 5 days. So definitely take a walk on the catwalk. Go give them a look-see, take some fun pictures. In this pen right here is all of our mamas that are getting ready to have babies. These 2 little nosy ostriches right here were born right on the property. Cutest thing you ever did see. Aren't they something? In this pen, you see this big, black, beautiful Clydesdale? Normally, when you think of Clydesdales, you think of the Budweiser Bear horses. They're brown and white. We're real proud to have a black and white one. His name is Norman. He's our stud. He's only 2 years old, and he does not know how pretty and strong he is. Yeah. To the right over here, this is horses that we board. These are mainly employee horses, but we do have plenty of options for boarding. This empty pasture to your left right here is going to be our summer pasture for the camels. They're still in their winter pasture because, well, it's Wyoming. So we still have snow in July, you never know. Up here is our rodeo arena to the right. In 97, 98, and 99, we used to have the Hell on Wheels rodeo out here. I used to ride the broncs, and my barn manager, Lonnie, used to ride the bulls. Thankfully, we're older and wiser, and we don't do that anymore unless it's absolutely required. Which some days it is. Yes, ma'am, we do. We're going to have a youth rodeo and a high school rodeo out here this summer. That great big wooden sled in front of there weighs 800 pounds. That sled is how we train our draft horses. At a year old, we halter them, we lead line them, we teach them how to harness and unharness and stand that big old sled. They go inside the arena. They'll do figure eights and great big circles both ways. We'll teach them all their lessons, which is to stand, hook up, come G and come ha, which is your right and left. And then when we feel that they're confident at that, we'll completely flip the game on them and put them in front of one of those two-seater buggies. Now those buggies don't have any weight behind them. The whole reason we do that without warning is to make sure that they still remember to mind their manners and all the lessons that we just taught them. As long as we're confident that they did, then they get in front of that red wagon over there and they finally get out of the rodeo arena. We'll take them all over the property, up to the restaurant and the RV park, by the trading post, down by the feedlot, everywhere around people, animals, noises, sights, and smells. And once they can handle that, they're ready to haul people. However, that small project takes me about 3 years per team, and that's from birth. Oh, the fish are biting. You guys see them jumping in the lake? This is our little mini fishing pond right here. It's our brand new one. We spent the whole month of April lining it and rocking most of it. We filled it with 1,000 rainbow trout. As you can see, they're all jumping up saying hello to you. And it's not catch and release. You are more than welcome to keep 3 per person. Ooh, they're really jumping, aren't they? And then if you want to eat them, all you have to do is take them up to the restaurant. They will clean them, cook them, and serve them right to you. And if you guys hear that cannon going off, it's motion activated. That's to keep the pelicans and the birds from eating our fish. Again, you got to be creative. Over here to the left, that nice house on the hill up there belongs to our owner and founder, Mr. Ron Thiel. His son, Mr. Dan Thiel, is the one that owns and runs the first 500 acres, all of the resort part of the ranch. Very, very kind set of gentlemen there. In 1991, we bought 27,500 acres out here. I know, it's a little place, but we like it. That means 42 square miles. It covers 2 states and 3 counties. How that means is if I'm going to ride from the south gate to the north gate on horseback, it'll take me about 4 days. Now, quarterly, when we got to go all the way around the fence line, it takes me about 9 days. And that's not even actually fixing the fence. That's just marking it down and keeping on going. To your left over here behind all this hay is our feedlot. We have 1,100 head of bison in there, give or take, at any given time. They are mostly males. The reason for that is because your males mature 3 times faster than your females do. They get their mature weight between 12 and 24 months. They kind of peak at 3 years old. Your males will gain 400% of their body weight in the first 2 years of their life. Now your females take 3 to 5 years to get to their mature weight. So it just makes sense to us to keep kicking the females out and letting them do what American bison do best and keep on breeding and rotating our males so that we always have a clean line. Now we don't slaughter here. We ship them live to South Dakota and then they ship us our choice meats back that we choose. That's what we sell on the trading post. That's what we eat in the restaurant. We ship it all over the place and that's what my family has for supper. So it works out all right. Y'all ever tried bison? Yeah, everybody? All right, so let me tell you some stuff about that. Bison is the reddest of the red meats. That's what makes it so good. And you can't tell the difference between beef and bison. And also, it has 2 times the amount of protein per gram that beef does. And it has 0 fat. Who doesn't love that? However, if you like your beef cooked well done, don't get a bison burger. If you like it well done, get something more like the short ribs. We're pretty famous for both of those things. Mr. Bobby Flay came here 3 years in a row and he did the 50 burgers and 50 steaks, gave us the best bison burger in the state award a few times. That award is right on the wall. USA Today Weekend came and gave us the best bison short ribs in the state award. That award is also on the wall in the restaurant. So make sure you go up there and try them out. Over here on the right side of the feedlot, your empty panels over there in that great big building. We have in fall in Wyoming, which is around here late October, early November, we have what we call Roundup. Now there's 4,400 head on the property right now. They check them and then decide where they need to go and kick them back out. Now the funny part about that is we can kick them back out as the whole herd of 4,400, but each herd has a dominant bull and a dominant cow. That dominant bull will cut through the herd and decide how many he wants in his realm. He'll take them with him and go one way. The next dominant bull will pick his and go his way. So 2 weeks after roundup, we may have 6 different herds out there of 600, 2,500, or 30. We never know, but they're very self-containing and they do it all by themselves, which doesn't bother me a bit. Over here to your right is our camels. These are our Dromedae camels. That means one hump. The great big guy out there, his name is Meshach. We have 2 females named Mary and Sheba. Sheba was born right here on the property. Cutest thing you ever did see, all legs and neck fur and big old eyeballs. Now, camels are not very nice creatures. They're very, very mean. They bite, they kick, they spit, they buck. And let me tell you about camel spit, okay? We're going to have this conversation here. When llamas spit at you, it's just saliva. When a camel spits at you, they have another pink sac under their tongue. They come out of their mouth that lays on the side of their face. And then you hear them gurgling. That's just not good, right? So when they spit at you, that's actually stomach contents and saliva. And let me tell you, you can't get it out of nothing. Ever. Now, camels are in gestation for 19 months. Right? My friend back there with the twins, I feel you right now. 19 months. When those babies are born, they're already 4 feet tall and over 100 pounds. So our 2 females over here are pregnant. You can see their little round bellies on the bottom. And we've waited a long time for these babies. And as far as I know, they're not due until June-ish. We don't know. But it ought to be cute. Meshach up there, the male, he has a real floppy lip. So when he runs, he just goes like this and his lip just flops all over his face. It is the cutest thing you've ever seen. Aw, nosy little girl.
There she comes, look, she's walking.
Come here, Mama. Just a few. So this buffalo cake that we're going to feed the bison today is we have it made for us. It's a mixture of alfalfa, corn, and molasses pressed together, and then it gets broken up. It gets hauled to us in semi-trucks, and we fill our silos with it. Now, bison are very peculiar creatures. The boys out here are real nice, and the females are the naughty ones. I know, weird, right? Now, all your bison have horns. How you can tell the difference is your females are only 1 to 2 inches around at the base. Your males are 3 to 5 inches around at the base. They'll also have a full lion mane head of hair, and all of them, male and female, have the beard and the afro on the top. The boy's hump is obviously bigger, and they're bigger in general. This right here is our very first summer train. Our owner, Mr. Ron Deal, builds us everything that's metal out here. All of these trains are retired double-deuce military vehicles. We strap the cab, and then he builds them up from the chassis up to be what they are today. This gravesite to your right belonged to Tinker. He was 35 years old. He weighed over 2,200 pounds, and he was almost just shy of 7 feet tall. Now, the reason his gravesite is right there is because it's an old Cherokee tradition that if a bison passes away, the bones stay in the ground where he passed away at. You don't move them because you don't want a spirit to leave the land that he laid on. So this is our maternal herd. We only have 2 bulls out here. They are both Tinker's sons, which we're very grateful to have. They're big boys. Their names are Gene Simmons and Dave. Oh yeah, you'll see. You'll see. So when we get them up to the train, I'm going to stop the train. Everybody can feed them. Now bison don't see very well up close. They can hear very well and they can smell very well. So don't feed them like a horse with your hands straight out. You don't want to feed them your fingers. However, you can just push the food right in their mouth. So from the side of the train, you have to extend your arms so they can see it. They'll come right up to you, open their mouth up, you shove it in there, and they'll slobber all over you. It'll be a good time. So don't try to pet the females at all. They don't like it. They're pretty naughty.
How old are these males?
These males are 12 and 13.
Wow.
Yep. So the owner also built us this tunnel. He thought all the kids on the train needed to go through a tunnel, right? Oh, yay! And then he also thought they needed to know what the inside of a mining shaft looked like, so that's why he built it like this, so they could have somewhat of an idea. Now some of these ladies haven't had their babies yet. We have actually got to see 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 born right here from the train, which is an amazing experience. All the little babies out there, look at the one standing up, little cinnamon colored babies. This bull right here to our right, this one is Gene Simmons. He's a big boy, isn't he? And this bull over here in the front that we're going to park by is Mr. Dave. Now the boys, if you put a whole handful or 2 of food in their mouth, you can pet them right above the soft part of the nose. Don't touch the top of their head, in between their eyes or their horns, because that's more like a challenge to them. Oh, look at Gene getting all pretty and ready for you guys.
Oh, here it comes.
Now I am going to give everybody a chance at the door. However, please don't drop your sunglasses, phones, cameras, hats, or children out of the train, because I'm not going to get them for you. Deal?
Deal.
All right. This much. She must be hungry.
Oh,
Come here, Dave.
I probably.
But you just push it right on in their mouth. That's all I got. So pretty. Isn't he majestic? You see how big he is? You see how big his horns are compared to hers right here?
Talk to her.
So you got some over there on that side?
Hey.
Make sure you put the food in your hands. Come on, Gene.
I
Come
have no
on.
idea, but this one's hungry.
He's a big old boy.
Well, it was.
Come on,
Hey, girl.
Bite you, but I wouldn't push my luck. Little girl?
Let's look here.
Ah, baby.
A face shot.
Ah,
I got a bunch of face shots. I want them coming at me in a few minutes to composite. Hey, sweet pea. Well, drop one. Come back.
You're next.
Yeah, y'all stink.
Yeah.
No flies yet, though.
Not yet. The water hasn't filled up yet in the creek.
Yeah.
No, you're okay. Right, stand right there. Is a perfect spot for pictures.
Hey,
Go ahead and keep feeding her.
get over here.
She's a hungry girl. Who do we got over here?
Bunch.
Well, hello, Dolly.
Who does the grooming?
Yeah. Right. People ask me all the time if I get out here and brush them, and I'm like, oh yeah, twice a day.
Oh, yeah.
Twice a day.
You ever have, or when you... Hello. I bought
Yeah.
this horse to do buffalo. I took him up and did the Custer thing with him.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big one.
Oh. Here you go. Put it right up to her mouth. Oh, she's gonna stick her tongue out for you. Yeah. Yeah, you can push it right in there when she comes back up. There you go. Good job, buddy. That's so fun. You get time? She's a hungry girl. Keep going. She's a hungry girl. You want to keep feeding her? Yeah. Well, we too many slides. Yep, that's why we're right on you. Isn't that something?
Get this on film.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
Here you go.
You see my wrist? They broke my wrist, both these arm bones, snapped 2 of my ribs off the sternum. On Custer and Rocky Mountain National Parks is they don't know how fast they can run and how quick they can move. That bull's head right there alone weighs 250 pounds. Now, on the flip side of that coin, his chest muscles are super strong, which allows him to spin and pivot on a dime. These bison can run 40 miles an hour for 2 to 4 hours straight. Right, see, people underestimate them all the time. They think, oh, let me see that bison 40 feet away. I'm going to get out of my car and take a selfie. Before they turn around, they get gored. That's why. Bison can also run 40 miles an hour for 2 to 4 hours straight. They can jump a 6-foot fence standing still. a 7-foot fence and a run at night. I've only seen that 3 times, but all 3 times I was with one of the owners, thank goodness, because nobody did believe me anyways. And all 3 times it was a different bull, different side of the ranch, different year and time. But we had one common denominator there. It was the middle of a rainstorm. Lightning strikes in this valley and right over that ridge all the time. Now bison don't poke out like that, don't fill up.
Oh, look.
They don't bag up until they're ready. So it just might happen. Look at her tummy, you can see it contracted in that baby. See it? We've had quite a few that we've got to see more. She took my bucket and run off with it the other day. Hooked her horn and was gone.
No wonder you're here.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very lucky. Very lucky.
Seriously. You wanna get in here, don't you, sweetie? Oh, there's kids' pieces stuff. Have they been down here yet?
Oh, you gonna bring the family, right?
They were gonna come yesterday, but we figured it would be a crazy day.
You know what? The restaurant with all the buffet was crazy, and we were so bored in the restaurant. We had nothing to do. We didn't have.
Pieces like that.
Oh, well, good for her. Oh, well, welcome. Oh.
Get here, wait.
Look how cute. Oh, how cute.
The brownie or something.
Yep, all of this tan fur that does, but they don't. It's all shed. And actually, this top coat of fur is very,
I don't
very
think they call it
soft.
that.
It's really soft and fuzzy. But under that, if you see his hide, the black.
Come on, pop one out.
Tap it on the side.
That I hadn't seen.
We've got to see quite a few of them born from the train. You get some babies over there? Oh, there's one coming around the front. Wet from front back. Keeps them nice and cool, and it also keeps the flies off. Yep.
Whatever.
And a towel, yep, for us. Oh, look at her, she's rubbing her head on Dave.
Double baby.
Oh, look at him. He's gonna scratch his chin. He is a big boy. I tried to give him some, but
Oh, yeah.
the boys generally come to the very first train of the day.
So this is a female.
All of them are females except for the 2 boys. Right in front of us is the Rocky Mountains. They will stay snow-capped all year round, even in July when it's 90 down here. But I love seeing them every day. They're very beautiful.
Make my world, Gloria.
There, we got to make sure that we can water them and feed them. Now, also, with it being spring-fed, that means it's constantly moving, so it doesn't freeze in the wintertime. In the late 80s, bison were on the verge of extinction for that very reason, because the winters are very long and they're very cold in the front range, all the way up in the mountains where bison live. And they starve to death. They just perish. In 84, there was only 5,000 bison in the entire United States. And now we started with 5,500 head of bison on this ranch in 1991. There's all kinds of little baby ducks over there. You guys see them? Yeah. Aren't they cute? There's one looking like a rock over there. There's in Colorado and 1/3 in Wyoming. Oh, absolutely not. Fences around here are mere suggestions, not law. Now, the bison fence all the way around it is 9 strings of high-tension wire, like that over there to your left. You can see that fence. So those wires, we notice they don't have any barbs on them and they don't have any electricity on them. The reason for that is because these are damn good anyway. So we tore it all out the first year because all it did was tear up our livestock and our wildlife. And then we did some research. We found this high tension wire in Australia and brought will jump it or mow it right over it. If they stampede, there's not a thing you can do.
Yeah,
to
that's
stop
what
it.
I was thinking. Stampede?
Now marker over there that's fenced off. You see it at the base of that hill? That's a 4-foot sandstone marker from the 1800s that actually has chiseled in both sides of it how many miles it is to the next town. And there's 4 of them on the property. National Archives say that there was 2,800 of them out there at one time. But of course back then, this land was owned by one man and it was only 200,000 to 300,000 acres. Now there's no other markings on them, so we're wondering if they weren't maybe the earliest of the Pony Express. They're very strangely accurate, though, I can't tell you that, which is it's ironic. I can imagine being a cowboy out here or a wrangler out here in the 1800s and you come up on a post and tell you exactly which way to go or how far it is either way or how far you've come. Every time we get a Wyoming sign from the state, they change the license plate and then we gotta get a new one. All right, back in Wyoming where the west is wild and it is always windy. You know what they say about Wyoming? If the wind ever stopped, everybody here would just fall right down. Wouldn't know what to do with ourselves. So up over on the back side of this ridge right here, we have 100 head of elk that just live on the ranch. They're wild. We've never done anything with them. You can always see them on the 2-hour trail. They bed down on the back side of that ravine. And when you go down the ravine, you can see where they bedded down because the grass is all packed down. So that's pretty awesome. Sometimes they come out over the ridge at dusk, and that's amazing. Did y'all see the bison on the hill over there when you came in? Very cool. You just get to lean over the edge and feed them in the summertime. They'll come right up to you just like they did at the door. Bust it out when it stops snowing. So, you know, July, August, no, I'm just kidding. We'll bring it out the end of this month. More closer to Memorial Day. This green car in the front to the left up there with the yellow trim, that's a dining car. And we have in the summertime, actually starting now after Mother's Day, we have a Sunday brunch train. And the restaurant sponsors it and it serves you bison short ribs or fried chicken with homemade scalloped potatoes and rolls and coleslaw and chocolate chip cookies. There is beer, wine, soda, tea, coffee service on the train. You just have to have a reservation. You just have to call ahead of time and book your seat. But we also built a deck on the front and the back, so you actually get to get out of the car and stand out there with them. You can't put your boots on the ground still, but huh? Oh. We're going to be closer to the camels, it looks like, up here, too. Stop there for a second. You guys ever do? We get a nice mowed down and they decorate it with all the chairs out there. They come in by horseback or train. And we always use the dining car when the brides come in, so they do really good. Now this barn right here in front of us is over 100 years old. It belonged to the original owner of the property. His name was Charles Terry, hence where the name Terry Bison Ranch came from. Now Charles Terry, when he owned this land in the 1800s, this land was 300,000 acres. He was a blacksmith, so they called this the Smithy Barn. In 1884, he sold that land to the very famous man we know today as Francis C. Warren. Now back then, he sold it 280,000 acres. Francis C. Warren was very, very resourceful. This very first house on the left, the 2-story house with the green roof, is the original homestead on the property that Francis C. Warren built for his family. He got to know Teddy Roosevelt before he ever became one of our presidents because he brought the cavalry through to protect the Union Pacific Railroad being built from coast to coast back then. So he had 30,000 head of cattle, 60,000 head of sheep on 280,000 acres. He had his house, and then he built this building right in front of us, this little red one with the white trim. That was his first mercantile, which was known as the Cowboy Commissary. That's where you get your coffee, beans, tobacco, and flour at. This 7XL Stables is not original. The foundation is, and the concrete in the middle. We tried to keep it as close to original as we can. Well, in Francis Warren's day, it burned down twice. Over here to the left, the bunkhouse is also original to the property and over 80 years old at least. That's where all the Wranglers would stay. Now, if you look at the side of this building and that brand on the very side of it, 7XL, back in the horse feeding and cattle rustling days, when you had to brand everything, it doesn't matter how you spin that brand or turn it upside down, it still says 7XL. So it was a virtually unchangeable brand. It is the longest running active brand in the history of the U.S. today. It belongs to Warren Livestock. Now, Francis C. Warren actually became the richest man in Wyoming. He also became Wyoming's very first territorial governor and our first representative for the Wyoming Senate. Wyoming's representative for the Senate, which is why our restaurant is called the Senator Steakhouse. And in town, our Air Force Base is named after him, F.E. Warren Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did everybody have a good time?
Yes.
Everybody learn something?
Yes.
Any good pictures?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for coming to the Terry Bison Ranch. We sure appreciate you. Feel free to walk around on the catwalk and see the babies and take pictures of anything you like. And we hope
You don't like me or something? What? You don't like the camera. That's probably what it is.